All right, I'd like to freeze this picture just to tell you guys a quick story. While we were out here, we sank in the sand. Even with my truck with the big off-road tires, it doesn't matter. We got to a point where the sand was extremely, extremely thick. There were spots out there where I could tell people got stuck all over the place. Um, and we didn't see one person the whole entire day. From the time we got there to the time we left to the time we hit the pavement, we never seen another car or person the whole trip. So that's the scary part. If we would have got stuck out there, we'd have been in deep, deep trouble. If I didn't have four-wheel drive to get me out, we would have been walking. I don't know what we would have done. We probably just would have stayed in the truck till maybe somebody came, but you have no cell phone service out here. It's extremely, extremely dangerous. So when you see signs like this, take extreme caution because we could have got ourselves in a big situation where it could have been almost devastating. I don't know the outcome, but it really, really scared us. Just to let you guys know, use extreme caution when you see a sign like this. This is a pretty dangerous road, guys.
Great.
Thickness of the sand. All right, guys, we're on an early morning mission looking for some abandoned cars out here. But there's a lot of old mines and stuff out here. I don't know what this is. To me, it looks like an old water pump of some sort. There's probably a sign here and somebody took it off. This is like an old structure where they held water at one time. This is like a little runoff pit right here. Here's the... All right, y'all, we're in the middle of nowhere, so got my sister with me today. You're the brains to this madness, right?
On this one, maybe. Yeah. But I don't know what anything about this.
Should we continue on?
Okay.
All right.
What do you think this is?
Something to do with pumping water. I'm not sure.
Thing too?
That's a runoff.
Another rail thing.
That's for water to come in. I don't know. All right, guys, we just got here. We parked right there. It appears we are at a old mine. I only really knew about the cars. I didn't really know about any of this out here. All right, guys, before I take another step further, I'd like to show you this sign that I found right when I started to travel on this dirt road. As I read through here quickly, this is not to any relation of these two mines that it talks about here, the Old Dell and the Black Eagle mine. So I believe they're further down the road, but if I read through this, I think it has a lot to do with the mine that I'm actually walking on now. They were looking for gold, and water was extremely scarce. So it even talks about there was 1,000 people that lived in this area, well, in this canyon, roughly where I'm at, and they all were miners, and they pretty much lived off gold mining. So this is very, very interesting for me to find this. Like, and it also says on the right hand corner, use extreme caution when traveling out here. And you can hear a pin drop out here. All I can hear is jets above us. It looks like a castle up there, huh? Helipad?
I think that's the watch, right? Like, you see it right there?
Oh, yeah.
So we're just following that?
Yeah. How does it feel to be on top of the world?
Right? It's like a random helipad?
Yeah.
Right? We're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. In case you ever got to land in a helicopter out here. Right here, guys. It's a cool image because you're standing there and the sun's just coming up in the background.
So cool.
Wow, look at that pit that dried up and someone took apart. That's all mud. They ran the dirt and then it ran off into that pit and it dried out. I think. I'm not no expert on that, but I wonder how old this helipad is.
Right?
Or whatever this is.
Maybe one of your viewers will know. Is it a helipad?
I don't know. Maybe someone just painted it like that, you know?
But it is like this random flat spot.
Yeah.
I don't know if the painting means something.
Maybe somebody did it just after it to make like a joke or something. You ready?
Right? Yeah. It looks like its arms are really good.
Really?
Does it think?
Yeah. All right, guys, it's so dangerous out here to drive vehicles because look at this. This is pure sand. Look. Some areas it's extremely deep, so you try to stay in the center of the road, but if you had a low clearance vehicle or like a small car, you probably sink out here. That's why there's so many danger signs out here saying use extreme caution. It could get up to 120 degrees out here today. It just depends on the wind, I guess, but we'll see how hot it gets. We're not staying out here all day. This is just a morning hike. We're gonna try to get out of here before it hits about 110. Let's see what happens. All right, y'all, we're out here looking for these cars. We found a concrete foundation.
Chipmunk came out, scared me.
And we don't know what this is, so. Should we look in there? Maybe it's an old mine or an old well. Here, hold this camera and I'll open it. It's rolling. Show it inside. You can't see the bottom.
It's interesting.
You hear the noise it makes?
Yeah. The echo.
Listen to this echo, guys. That means it's echoing all the way down. That's crazy. Let's continue on. We don't know how many actual cars are out here, but we're going to try to count them.
So what do you think we're coming up on?
Part of UFO.
Seriously.
don't know what this is. Space junk.
Maybe. Well, there's so many old mines and things here, so it could be has something to do with the mines.
Yeah, it's like this old scrap metal. Well, there's all glass. Weathered glass.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Let's keep rolling, I guess.
All right. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we don't see any vehicles yet, but we're coming upon something strange. There's a lizard ticking off. It's like an old cylinder or something. Trash can. Oh, it's like an old water, for water or something. Let's keep rolling. Somewhere in this flood control, guys, there's a bunch of cars. We just don't know exactly where, so we're spreading out and kind of just looking for them as we walk.
We're on the hunt.
We're on the hunt. Right here, we see something. See these pieces of metal just laying everywhere, but we have not found no car parts yet. See if there's any snakes under here. Nope. All right, guys, we're finding these holes out here. These aren't no small holes. Look at the size of these holes. I mean, is that a coyote den? I mean, you can almost fit like a volleyball or a basketball in that hole. It's huge. Look at that. I don't think a basketball, possibly a volleyball, but interesting. It could be a badger or something. Yeah, let's keep rolling. We can't find these cars. We're still looking though. All right, y'all, we're coming upon some kind of like old barbecue or something. What is it, like a fire pit?
Maybe.
I don't know. We're really far from the road, so we're not really sure if we're in the right area. But we're just kind of walking until we get to the right position to see if we are closer. But I see footprints. And when you see footprints, it's usually a good sign, so we might be on the right track. Let's continue on.
Yeah, okay. I think in that guy's video he said, if you see this, this is a good sign.
All right, guys, we've been hiking for probably about 30 minutes. We still haven't found the cars, but we found some relics. And here's an old fence. Out in the middle of nowhere, there's this fence. Should we enter? At one time, this whole thing was probably barbed wired, you know? Barbed wired. There's the entrance to a fence, but there's cable everywhere. Wherever you hike out here, you're gonna see cable in the ground, on the ground. So, way out in the distance, we see some kind of a structure, so we're gonna make our way that way.
Oh yeah, what's that over there?
Some kind of an old mine out there. Here's some scrap metal. All right, y'all, notice we're finding car tires. That's a good sign. There's an old tire. Don't trip over this wire here, it's dangerous. Wow, it's like a little ghost town out here. Look at the little chicken coop. Looks like a little dog cage or chicken coop. There's a back seat to a car or front seat. Man, look at this old stove. The patina on that thing. Look at it.
Look at that million bullet holes.
It's cool. Old refrigerator. Look at the door off of it. All right, guys, if you look around, there's just scrap metal everywhere around here. This is like another part of a... Looks like they're holding water here or some kind of solution, pumping water as well. Here's another pumping station, if I'm correct. This is like a pump. Some sort. Car tires everywhere. Check this out. 1948. So you know when this was poured, not that long ago, 1948. So somewhere in this, out here, there's cars. We just have to find them. So stay tuned, y'all. We're going to start looking. You know, we might hike to this old cabin out here first and then look for the cars. Look at this old junk pile. Oh, here's a door. That's so cool. The patina on this door is amazing. Look, here's an old oil pan. Gas tanks. This was their scrap metal pile. Here's a dash to a car. Wow. There's another gas tank. But let's continue on this journey. We're going to try to make it to that old cabin out there, and then we'll go find the rest of these cars. What is this contraption? It's kind of strange, huh?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, stay tuned. All right, guys, we're coming closer to this area. But when we approach this, I'm not sure if that's part of a car. What do you guys at home think? Is this part of a car or part of like a tractor? I don't know what that is. Interesting piece though. All right, guys, we're going to see how many cars are out here. We're not counting parts. We're only going to count if it's a complete body or just the body itself. It has to have, you know, a good percentage of the car there. Like we're not going to count this hood. But for those of you out there, you car geniuses, what did this hood come off of? Let's continue on. Huh. You all right?
No, just like saw that sticking out.
You know how heavy that is? Oh my God. This is where they put the material. Look up here. Oh, it's like a ramp. Yeah, this is the ramp. They would drive up this and dump the material. They back up the truck up here, all the way up this grade, and dump it here, and somehow try to process it. What do you think they're after out here? Gold?
I would like, that would be probably the
All right, guys, let's continue on. This is getting interesting. Wait a minute. Look at that. Cassie, look at this.
There's pebbles everywhere.
Yeah, here's a clue to something. Look at this rock.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
So maybe there's something here. There's a gas tank.
There's more.
Huh?
There's more parts too.
Oh, yeah. Guessing these are like just fenders and possibly old tractor parts, I'm guessing. This might be like some kind of gas tank or water holder for a tractor. Look how many times this thing's been welded. Weld, 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 weld. That's a gas tank to something. There's just stuff everywhere, guys. You could be out here for the rest of your life looking around. I'm just trying to show you guys the main pieces out here. This is crazy. Let's go look at that old truck out here.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Here is what I believe is an old water heater, but I could be wrong. Over here a second ago, I seen a fender to a car. This is a flood wash, so some of these cars could be buried over. You just don't know. Here's a fender to something also. Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm actually standing on a car. It's like hollow or something. I like this old funnel thing. This thing here, this is cool. It's an old chute or something. See, it splits off two ways. They probably pour material in here and they ran it through, but that's an interesting piece as well. Okay, here's something really cool right here. So this is going to be pretty much our first vehicle we found. It's a whole cab, so what do you guys think? What year? What is this thing? We're going to be looking for VIN numbers also. These cars are so old, I don't really mind showing them on the internet. Wow, look at that. Here we got something here. Looks like it's got some previous work there. This thing's pretty solid though. You could probably use this thing in a rat rod or something. I mean, most of it. Some of the bottom you'd have to cut out, but... Say hi.
Hi.
This is cool. Got a couple bullet holes in it, but... Look at this. What is this laying here?
Oh, that's cool looking.
Who knows what's in it though, huh? All right, so this is we're gonna call this our first car.
Okay, first car.
First car. It's complete enough or big enough to be considered a car because it's the main part of it. Let's go find the rest. All right, y'all, we're kind of confused because we don't know how far to hike. Because the cars are in a certain area, we don't know really where to start and where to stop. But, I mean, we just crossed the ravine and there's these pieces here. And I'm not really sure what this is, but it's something extremely old. We're not going to consider this a car because it's just, you know, pieces and parts. But if you dug right here, you'd probably find a car. You know, you just never know. The whole car could be buried here. Yeah, it feels pretty intact. Like, this stuff's just not laying here. That's solid pieces that's buried. So this car, all these cars will probably be buried out here within the next, 50 years. Everything's just going to get blown over by the storms. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to have to go out here and find the rest of these cars. We don't even know where to go. All right, guys, we're out here. There's this piece sitting here.
Is it hot?
Huh?
Does it feel hot?
It's like for sardines or cigarettes, right? You know, it's full. Whatever's in here, it's full, but I think it's full of dirt.
Is the...
Hear it? Yeah, this thing's heavy, but I mean, it's not full of gold or nothing. I think it's just full of dirt. There's no rocks to bust it open, but you can see through it. There's dirt inside. So I think over the years, just dirt seeped in, you know? Let's keep rolling.
Interesting.
All right, guys, we started to walk off. We say, well, what if this thing's full of gold? So I came back and opened it with my hiking pole, and it's full of dirt. So we're not going to retire just yet. Let's keep rolling. All right, y'all, one thing we're noticing, the farther we hike out here, the deeper this canal's getting. So when we started, it wasn't like that. It was just flat ground with just some small little indentations in the ground from the wash. But now it's turning into like the Grand Canyon kind of. So we're turning around, and we've seen cars when we first started hiking past this old mill, but we said let's hike past it just so we don't miss any. Like, we missed this, but it wasn't a car. It was just some sheet metal on the ground. So let's keep rolling. All right, guys, look at this rock we came across. Just walking. It almost looks like jade or something, huh? Yeah, it's really cool looking.
Boots, actually.
It's so cool. Kryptonite? Thing's heavy too. What do y'all think? What is this? What kind of rock is this? All right, let's keep rolling. All right, y'all, we're back in this Grand Canyon Gorge, and we found a car hood. I don't know what type of car it's off of. Oh, ain't no in the world. No way in the world I'm lifting that. It's buried with dirt or something on the other side. It's connected to this other piece of metal. But we're going to continue to look for the remaining cars, so stay with us. Wait, what's this? So there is cars down in here. It's going to be impossible to count these cars because I think a lot of these cars are just buried. They're buried in this ravine. Man, look at the front clip of this car, this hood. Wow. But you know, the whole car might be here buried underneath us.
Right. Well, think of it. Is this the base, like the...
That's another hood. That's another car hood. There's the front.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's another hood to a car.
Oh, it's just upside down.
Man, this would make some beautiful yard art, this hood.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're still at one car because these aren't complete cars that we know of. Even though they might be buried behind us or underneath us. We really don't even know. We're just kind of cruising along. Stay tuned, y'all. All right, guys, my sister found the remaining. I was walking through this ravine right here and she found them up ahead. So let's go see what she found. One car down, millions buried. Let's just put it that way.
Look at this bag.
Oh, wow. This is cool.
Right?
So this is, we're counting this as a car, right?
Sure. Got two.
But what type of car is this? Man, look at that animal living inside this car, that burrow.
There's one of those big burrows.
But look how buried this car is. All right, y'all, what type of car is this? Look at these taillights. Big four-door. Here's the dash. Man, this car's huge. All right, so number 2, right?
Number 2. Number 3's just ahead. They're lined up for us now.
All right. Wow. Oh, this is that Cadillac.
Oh yeah, it says Cadillac.
Like someone shot that with a shotgun. And look how thick the steel is on this whole car. Right there, that thing's thick. Not like newer cars, really thin.
I don't see it like upside down like that.
I know.
Classic.
Look behind us, guys. We have a whole row of cars to go to. Look at that. Holy cow.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. All right, for those of you that know, what year is this Cadillac? Number 3. This trim's a good telltale sign to tell. Right there on the back door. Here's the back of it. Man, look at the glove box. Crazy. All right, here we go. So this would make number 4?
Yep, number 4.
Okay, what is this now? What is this? You know, this is some kind of station wagon. Let's go to the front of it. Man, the grill's still in it. Wow.
What part is laying right there?
This?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Could be part of another car. I can't believe no one took the grill out of this car.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah. For all you car fanatics, what year is this car? Wow, we have a VIN number. Let me get in here. All right, guys, there you go. Do your magic. This was Abraham Lincoln's car. Just kidding. I'm gonna go back to the front of this. Show this grill one more time. This blows my mind. Like, that grill looks pretty intact. It looks nice. No one's taken it. I'm gonna go to this next car, but I wanted to show you something I spotted while walking by. There's a car buried right here. Or a hood to a car. The car might be there, I don't know. So hey, I lost count.
This was 4.
That's 4? Okay, this is 5. Then why is this thing so crushed in the front? What the heck happened to this thing?
Is it 2 cars together?
No, I think it's had a front end collision or something of some sort. Wow. Look at the front of this car. Man, this thing's hammered. But this is a telltale sign, guys. Look at the front of this grill. This like certain nose cone almost looks like an extra headlight. So this would be 5?
Yeah,
This?
that was 4.
Okay, this one's 5.
Was this one car?
Yeah, it's a car, but it's been in a head-on collision.
Oh, okay. So 5.
It like folded the whole front of the car in half. Whoever was in this died.
Oh yeah, the whole front's collapsed.
Unless it's like a demo car or something, a demolition car. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, so number 6. This one's gonna be hard because how buried it is. What is this? For all you professionals out there, what is this? There's people that know what every single car is, you know?
That's amazing.
You just show them what it is. They know roughly to a couple years what it is. So is this a 2-door? What was this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. This is
They're upside down. It's hard to tell.
yeah.
I
Some-
don't even see a door. Where's the door?
So I guess this is a part of the door.
That was?
I guess. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I guess it's a 2-door. Could be wrong. Here's the gas tank. But all I see is one door opening. Look.
Oh yeah.
Unless that little tiny thing right there is a door opening.
Okay. From my angle, I didn't even see it open there.
This one's going to be a hard one for the people to figure out.
Man, it's too bad on this one because that's such a cool looking front frame.
Oh, I know.
Did you get a good shot of this?
Yeah, I showed him. Yep. Okay, so 7, right? This is number 7?
Yeah, this one's 6.
Oh, there's more. I thought we were done. This one, I'm not really sure of. Ooh, I see some kind of VIN number. Here, hold on. I don't see nothing on there. This thing's full of dirt. Okay, so 7. The one you're standing at is going to be number 8 because that's a complete car, but no one in the world is going to know what this is.
There's another one over there. There's more down there.
Oh, wow. This is the ultimate mystery car right here, guys. So this is the front. Here's the windshield area where I'm standing.
Cool picture of the dash.
Okay.
Maybe the dash.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. So 8. Where's number 9?
There's, it's right here, right here. Keep going straight.
All right, let's pause this video because we're in a bunch of scraps right here. I don't know. So we lost count, guys, but we're like around 8. But there's something here, but we can't even see what it is. It's buried. We're not going to count this as a car. And there's another car here buried. Should we count this as a car? I mean, it's actually a car. We just don't know what it is. That's just how buried it is. So there's roughly around 10 that we know of. And we're going to keep walking the wash. Oh, wow. There's a bunch more up here. There's doors right here. What is this? Okay, here's 2 cabs. So just to say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, it's kind of sad to see these things buried, you know. I wish they were all out here lined up. Look at that. Check out this one. These things are just rotting away out here in the California desert. Man, look how much dirt is in this car from being in a flood area. But the dash on this truck is like beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at this. There's a VIN number right here. Or some kind of identification. Right here is probably like a little instrument panel, but this dash is in killer condition. Look at it. It's just all surface rust on there. That's a good dash right there. Look how good a condition this dash is in.
That's so cool.
She got the VIN number inside the license, inside the glove box.
It looks like the truck's dad always like. Your dad always liked these trucks like this.
You want to see if it runs?
I don't believe there's any motors yet that we've seen, right?
All right, so this thing is a massive, huge car. I don't know. We don't know on this one, guys. But this is probably the last car, huh?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I haven't seen anything else.
So it's right where that junkyard was in the beginning of the video. I came across that little junkyard of parts. It's straight across is where it starts. And it shoots all the way back through this flood basin. So this might be the end of this video unless we see anything crazy hiking out of here.
Do you think this is the end of this video?
It's looking like it, unless we see something amazing on the way out. But I think this is it.
Well, we've seen lots so far. Lots of cool things so far.
So 10 to 12 cars, but there's probably 10 other ones buried out here.
Right? Because we did see lots of parts and pieces everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's really hot out here, but it's only 8:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah. You know, I've been hearing so much about the Joshua Tree and the fabled car wash, which we just got to see, which was so cool. The thing, you know, I've been reading about it a lot, and it's been saying, I've read that people used to bring the cars out here, and they would take the parts from the cars and use it to operate the mine. So how do you think the cars now are in the wash and upside down?
I don't know. I think they might have took the engines out and scrapped them for money, or I don't know. I just can't figure it out either. You know, these cars have value today, but back then they might not be worth much.
There was a Cadillac.
Yeah.
There was a Cadillac there.
Yeah.
You would think Cadillacs have been expensive cars for as long as I know.
Maybe this was just an old ghost town. They abandoned it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I've been reading that they were using the parts, like maybe they used the motors to help operate the mine, but why would the car then be worthless? Without the motor was worthless?
Yeah, they just like walked away from it, right?
Yeah, well, it looks like since they're all crap, all of their left in the car wash.
We didn't see no engines out here to cars.
There was not one engine.
Yeah, there wasn't one engine. So maybe YouTube could help us answer that. Why are all these cars out here with no motors or transmissions in them? What do you guys, look, someone drove out here. Wow.
And what?
There's
Yeah, that's
car marks.
against the law.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be driving out here.
Well, and then too, you know, was there a flooding, like a recent flooding? Like, why would all those cars be together? I mean, I guess that would be the only answer, right?
Maybe they just threw them out in the wash. They didn't want them no more.
Well,
I don't know. It's a big mystery, you know?
hopefully one of your viewers know the answer.
If any of you know the answer to these questions, chime in. Because we're clueless. Look at this pile of rocks. What's this?
That's a lizard.
Yeah. Lizard flying right there.
Where does it go?
More green rocks, look. Yeah, they're with this mine being here, these weird rocks. Man, they're after something, huh?
For sure.
Something unique. Look at the,
Look at this one, is like a purple hue.
oh yeah. Some are really green, some have like a purplish tint to them. We just don't know. This desert's a big mystery.